As I said, nerves can creep up and affect that, but I see no evidence, just strong performance, one right after the other. Very well done.
This year, for 2022 season, Washington had a 196.55 national qualifying score. That's the 6th highest score in program history. And their new coach, Jen Llewellyn, has only been there 1 year, but she and her husband, Cody Llewellyn, have done a terrific job, along with Jeffrey Langenstein, to get them back on track. They had a couple of rough years there. They were 8-8 this year in their competitive record. On floor now is Lily Hudson. Cam Machado before her at a 9.875.
This is Lily Hudson on floor. She has been such a strong competitor and performer all season long. Just brilliant freshman career so far.
Welcome to our audience joining us now for the Seattle Regional here. It's the 2nd round of the NCAA Championships. And as you can see, we have 3 events competing. Michigan State, if you can look in the lower right corner, they have already completed vault in this first rotation. A solid 49.2 to get them off and running. BYU has one more performer on bars. That'll be Haley Pitou. Washington is in your lower left doing a superb job on the beam. This is Skylar Kilo-Willem. And on the lower right is Lily Hudson competing for Alabama. All the scores for Alabama are 9.85 or more. So the Crimson Tide also off to a solid start. The 2 favorite teams based on their rankings coming into this regional are Alabama and Michigan State. But Kathy, as we've seen, anything can happen at the regionals and already has today.
So far, I am seeing such confident performances from all of these teams on every event. Nice finish for Lily Hudson for Alabama on floor exercise. Hit all those 3 tumbling passes. Really well done.
The score in for Haley Pitou for BYU is a 9.8. High score over there was a 9.9 for Anissa Alvarado. You're seeing on the bars now Lauren McPherson from San Jose State. She is competing here as an individual. She came with her team yesterday in round 1. They lost to Stanford, so she's competing for a spot as an individual in the NCAA Championships. And we'll explain a little bit later how all that's done here on the 2nd round of the NCAA Regionals.
Dismount here, aerial side to a 1.5 twist. Another really good routine for Washington on balance beam, and their scores are superb. All 9.825 or higher, and that's going to be one of the best.
That is Skylar Kilo-Willem. She's the MVP of the team, a sophomore from Des Moines. On the floor down in your bottom right, that is Lexi Graber coming after Lily Hudson at a 9.95. The Crimson Tide doing superbly in this first rotation.
And what a way to finish this rotation. One of the best performers on this event in the nation. NCAA national champion last year on floor exercise. Lauren Thomas starting on balance beam for Washington. They hit this
coming after Skylar Kilo-Willem had a 9.9, Kathy. So outstanding scores also for Washington on that opening event.
Look at the amplitude on those leaps. Arrow series right here on balance beam. Oh no! And she needed to connect those. Most gymnasts have a backup to fulfill that special requirement. What a finish for Lexi Graber on floor exercise for Alabama. Great job. Switch leap to straddle quarter. So she's going to repeat what she was supposed to do in the beginning of the routine. Smart thinking, good for her, because that is changing your routine on the fly. Otherwise, it's a 0.2 of a point flat deduction for not having that acro series. So she has saved this routine and the rotation, and a stuck 1.5 twist. I tell you what, ice water in her veins, good for her.
Yeah, that was the only hiccup at all for Washington on beam, and still turned out to be a very solid opening performance on beam in this first rotation of the second round of these NCAA regionals. Lexi Graber's score for Alabama comes in. It's a 9.95, so the Crimson Tide and Washington will be the top two teams coming out of this first rotation. Alabama, a 49.5 on floor is an outstanding score. That's a 9.9 average for Alabama in this first rotation. Washington's beam score of a 49.275. That's before we get the final score for Lauren Thomas, which will likely be a little bit lower than what they have, because all of their scores before her were between 9.825 and 9.9. On the floor, this is Anna Kaziska from Southeast Missouri. She's competing here as an individual, and she's rotating with Alabama in this round.
So the individual competitors are competing for one spot. There's only the top event scorer that's on a non-qualifying team will go to nationals.
And that is determined today in this second round. So,
well, the score is determined. We won't know until the end of the final round, because we don't know which two teams will be qualifying. So
yes, as if it could get any more complicated.
Yeah. So if you thought you were going to get off of pins and needles soon, you're not. So far, strong performance here on floor exercise. A little bit shy of the split on those jumps on balance beam. Finish on floor, beautiful 1.5 twist. Very nice performance, so clean, so precise. I love the dance, the choreography.
Anna Kaziska there for SEMO, the senior. Season high for her was a 9.95 this year. You can see why the young lady from Louisville, Kentucky qualified into this NCAA regional. SEMO competes in the MIC conference. All right, everybody, I'm Bart Connor along with Kathy Johnson-Clark. We just finished rotation 1 here at the NCAA Round 2 Regional, and we'd like to welcome in Dana Duckworth. Dana, your team looks superb on floor in that first rotation. What were you particularly impressed with?
Controlling the controllables. We want to come out here and stay in the Bama bubble, do what we do well, trust our preparation, and have fun.
So what's the plan going to vault? I know all season long you've been playing with trying to put those 6.10 start values out there.
Yes.
What's the plan here?
Well, right now with what we have available, Emily Gaskins will lead us off, and then the 5 1.5s and a double will lead the way. And so again, it's just doing what we can do today and focus on the controllables today. That's all that matters. And again, I feel like this team is so close and they continue to build off one another. So let's just build the momentum from one moment to the next.
Quickly before we let you go, how is your team reacting to having Luisa Blanco in only one event today?
They are fighters, and they have stepped in, and we prepared for this all season. If something happens, someone's ready to step in and step up. So proud of like Griffin James stepping in on floor for Luisa and being able to do that. And so, you know, we're excited to have her on bars, but we have a great deal of depth, and this is the time to use it.
You certainly do. You averaged 9.9 on floor. Great start in that first rotation,
Thank you
Dana.
so much. Roll Tide.
All right, we're underway here in Seattle. The first round is complete. When we come back, we'll recap a little bit about what we saw and get ready for the next round here from Seattle. Welcome back to Seattle. I'm Bart Connor along with Kathy Johnson-Clark, and this is the 4th Session 1 Regional taking place today. The other 3 were completed earlier today in earlier time zones. From the Raleigh Regional, Missouri and Iowa will advance. LSU eliminated. That was a huge headline from that Raleigh Regional final. LSU had an off day and will not advance to the finals of their regional. The Auburn Regional, it's Auburn and Kentucky advancing, and from Norman, Oklahoma, Session 1, Minnesota and Cal advance. Now, all 3 of those regions have Session 2 this evening, as we do here in Seattle as well. Quick recap on the remaining schedule. So we have competition tonight here, Thursday, this afternoon and evening. The regional finals are Saturday afternoon and evening on ESPN+, and then the NCAA semifinals will be on ESPN2 on April 14th in 2 different sessions. And then the NCAA championship from Fort Worth, Texas will be at 1 Eastern on ABC television. Hi, everybody. I'm Bart Connor along with Kathy Johnson-Clark. And Kathy, that first rotation was critical for Washington. They were superb on that gutsy performance on beam. Now, Alabama, we're used to seeing them get 49-5 pretty much every time on floor because we cover them a lot. But I was particularly impressed with the steadiness of Washington on that first rotation on beam.
Absolutely. That's exactly what they needed to do. Being that high ranked on that event, they needed to go out there, be normal, but they were better than their normal. They were so calm. They've now put pressure on all the other teams in the competition to get beam out of the way. Alabama, I think, was even better than what their score. Yes, they often score that high, but I liked the way they performed, and they were aggressive and really performed big. Michigan State needed to stick some landings. However, they're right in there. They're in the top 2, and that's all you need to do in regionals.
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from that rotation. As we mentioned, Alabama averaging 9.9. Lily Hudson, a 9.95, the high score on that event for the Crimson Tide.
She has been such a critical part of this team. And Lexi Graber, what a tremendous super senior season she is having, leading this team both in and out of the gym. Just a phenomenal performance there on floor exercise. And rock steady Washington on beam. Not only were they unnerved by the pressure, but their beam routines are so well constructed, well performed. And Michigan State, what a phenomenal finish to their rotation. That is great technique on a Yurchenko full and near perfection.
So Alabama with a 49.5, the leader after rotation 1. Washington in second with a 49.275. Michigan State just 75 thousandths of a point behind them. Now we're in second rotation in the upper left. We have on the vault is Alabama. In your upper right on the bars is Michigan State. On your lower left is BYU on the beam, and Washington is on the floor. Teams are getting their final warm-ups before they get ready to compete.
Each gymnast gets a final touch warm-up prior to that event.
Kathy, this is just the second year of this new format for the NCAA championships. And you and I were discussing before the competition, it just adds a whole lot of intensity because you mentioned the top teams that have been top teams all year long, that all goes out the window. You have to win here or you go home, or at least get in the top 2 to advance to the next round.
And that's exactly what Alabama needed to do with that first vault. It was a big Yurchenko full. Remember that Dana Duckworth said they're going to be a little less ambitious in going after the 10-0 start value vaults. They want to hit clean, get those landings, don't give away any tenths of a point.
That was Emily Gaskins who led off Alabama on vault. Gabrielle Stephen is on the bars in your upper right for Michigan State. Lauren Ono getting ready to mount the beam on the lower left for BYU. And on floor, Skylar Kilo-Willem, who was already superb on beam today.
BYU is ranked just behind Washington on balance beam in the national rankings. They're 17th. Very, very solid on that triple series. And on floor, they just need to take the momentum they created, doing so well on balance beam, and perform these floor routines full out. Strong pass, back line, half to front layout. Nice control. Oh, just a little under-rotated on that vault, a slight step back. An under-rotation is a little bit more of a deduction than a step forward. Beam dismount, cartwheel, swing through to the gainer full. Great opening set.
Emily Gaskins for Alabama led them off with a 9.825. That's the same score that Gabrielle Stephen got for Michigan State on bars.
Troy Loomis with a big straddled Jaeger on bars and nice handstand position. Pack Salto was clean except for slight leg separation.
This is Leah Mitchell from Michigan State on bars. We're waiting on the score for Tori Loomis. In your upper left corner, Shalyn Olsen ready to vault. This is one of the best vaulters in the world, Kathy. She's coming after Kaylee Quinn, got a 9.85.
It's a double twist, and it's a 10-0 start value.
Oh,
And she got the landing. Wow, good for her. She's been working towards sticking that vault with the chest up high.
She landed so solidly, she almost didn't know what to do. Like, let's take a look at what happened there. That was really good.
Difficult vault. Yurchenko with a double twist. I love the way she maintained that laid out position throughout and found the landing.
BYU on the beam in the lower left, that's Alex Mason. Lauren Ono before her, the leadoff gymnast, scored 9.875. That's a career high for her. So BYU had a solid start on bars and already doing well on beam in this rotation. On floor, Lana Navarro coming after Skylar Killa-Willem at a 9.85.
Opens with a very clean tuck double back. Good finish on beam, nice clean stick of the dismount. Lexi Graber up in your top left on vault. She does a huge 1.5 twist. Again, a 10-0 start value. If she can stick the landing, it's gonna be a big score. Well
Kathy,
done.
she's coming after the 9.95 from Shalyn Olsen for sticking that double twister.
Joy Jackert on uneven bars, finishing with the double layout. Oh, a little hop forward.
It's Jory Jackert from Michigan State finishing her bar routine.
Finish with
Lower
the
left
double
is
back on floor.
Sophia McClellan waiting to mount the beam for BYU. Jordan Paradise in the upper left is getting ready to vault for Alabama.
Jordan's going to go for the 1.5 twist. She always has the option of doing the full. They're going to go big because they have great vaults behind her. Go for the bigger difficulty. Really well done.
She's coming after Lexi Graber, notched to 9.9. No score today for Alabama, below 9.825.
Nice form on the back handspring, layout step out on beam. Beautiful handstand up there on your top right corner. Really beautiful transition from bar to bar, legs glued together.
This is Jory Jackert on bars, coming after Leah Mitchell had a 9-8.
On the vault, nice set into that 1.5 twist, just ended up a slightly under-rotated, had to take that step back.
Quick reminder for those who have not seen a lot of this type of competition, they put up 6 athletes on each team. You count just the best 5 scores towards that team total. So if you do have a hiccup, you can drop that score, but if you have more than one, you'll end up counting a low score, which could be devastating for the team. In your upper left, getting ready to vault as an individual, is Kiana Abraham from UC Davis. It's again individuals competing here, athletes who were not on a top 36 qualifying team, invited to compete into the regionals. However, only one all-arounder and the top individual on each event will advance to the NCAA championships in a couple of weeks down in Fort Worth, Texas.
Geneva Thompson on floor exercise, performing so beautifully for Washington. Excellent dance. Beautiful tumbling passes. Fortunately, kind of a big hop on that last pass. Big dismount and a perfectly straight body in the air on that double layout. That was Skyla Schulte on the uneven bars, showing just beautiful form.
She followed up after Jory Jackert had another 9.85 over there. So Michigan State doing a really solid job today. And that brings up the point about the team competition. 2 teams advanced to Saturday's regional final, right? Alabama is doing an outstanding job so far on both vault and floor exercise. They're solidly in the lead, but the other 3 teams separated by just 1/10 of a point as we entered this second rotation. So it's anyone's game to see which team will get that second spot to qualify into Saturday's finals here at the regional in Seattle.
Sadie Miner Van Tassel mounting the balance beam for BYU. And it has been a big sacrifice for her taking this 5th year. She got married and her husband is actually wrestling for Nebraska. So they're apart right now as they do their respective sports, supporting each other. So far she is very, very solid.
Delaney Harkness now for Michigan State on bars after Skyla Schulte scored another 9.8. So no score below 9.8 for Michigan State on bars in this second rotation.
They are ranked 15th in the nation on uneven bars, so I expected some really good performances, and they are delivering. Wow, what a finish. Great stick of that full twisting double back.
See their head coach, Mike Rowe, the Big Ten Coach of the Year in his 5th season. He told us the other day, he said, Delana, she sticks pretty much every landing. And she did again.
Mara Cunningham on floor exercise for Washington.
No score below 9.8 for Washington on floor, following up after their solid start on beam.
Closes the routine with a pike double back, good control. Nice performance. Elise Rollins on balance beam. Ranked tied for 14th on this event. Beautiful positions on those leaps, showing a full 180-degree split. That is a requirement for beam.
After 3 straight 9.875s for BYU on beam, Sadie Miner Van Tessel had a 9.825.
Nice save on her triple series. She was, you could tell she was off before she landed, off to the right a little bit, and she just adjusted perfectly. Did not overcorrect. We'll take a little deduction for a slight balance correction.
Kinsey Davis on bars for Nebraska in the top part of your screen. Competing here as an individual after Delaney Harkness got a 9.9 for Michigan State in their anchor spot.
Fantastic job. Beautiful technique on that bar routine. Kennedy Davis on floor exercise for Washington. Opens with a Rudy to a layout step out.
He's coming after Amara Cunningham had a 9.9. So Washington, all their scores are between 9.8 and 9.9 on floor. Mina Margraf now for BYU on beam. Elise Rollins before her a 9.8.
Front double twist. Very well done. That's one of those E-level passes, the highest ranked difficulty. Love that acro series on balance beam. Difficult front aerial to a back tuck. Switch leap half to beat jump.
Brandon Brooks for Washington on floor with an outstanding routine coming after Kennedy Davis had a 9.925. Very impressed with Washington in these first 2 rotations on both beam and floor. Excuse me. Well, we have a score here for Kennedy Davis of 9.925. Perhaps there's some confusion.
Another strong routine for BYU on balance beam.
Okay. So we had a incorrectly entered score. So Kennedy Davis has a second 9.9 in a row for Mara Cunningham. No score below 9.8 and everything between 9.8 and 9.9 for Washington on floor. In your bottom right, this is Brenna Brooks.
Opens with her combination pass, really well done. Back 1.5 to front layout. She's a wonderful sense of her music. Lost her toe point a little bit in that wolf hop full turn. A little bit under rotated on the front layout to front full.
bottom left there, Lauren McPherson from San Jose State on beam, competing in the all-around. She 11 times this year competed in the all-around for San Jose State. One of the MVPs on that team, just a sophomore from Arizona.
San Jose State, of course, competed yesterday in the dual competition with Stanford. Stanford moved on as the team. We'll see them in the second session. Now there's an opportunity here for her to qualify in an event or in the all-around.
Getting set to go on floor as she finishes her routine for for San Jose State is Kyla Kessler, UC Davis. Kessler, the senior from Fremont, California, has had an interesting couple of years. She was injured after the 6th meet in 2019. She had to redshirt 2020, 2021 because of the pandemic. She opted out. So she is a senior all-arounder who has not had that many starts in competition, but great that she's here at the NCAA Regional.
A reset here. The judges are not ready. This lengthy delay would seem to be a judges' conference on the previous routine.
Brenna Brooks before her, they have scored her a 9.775. Perhaps there's some discussion about that score.
I'm sure
Alabama
they
has
probably
completed.
had an inquiry. So anytime there's an inquiry, and keep in mind, you can only inquire about the score of a routine based on start value, the worth of the routine, not the evaluation of the routine in terms of form or execution. But if there's a start value issue where you believe you've done enough to have a 10-0 start value, and the judges did not award you with that, they can inquire.
In this regional competition, there are 4 judges. They threw out the high and low scores, and the 2 scores in the middle are averaged for their final score.
And in team competition, those inquiries must be done before the end of the rotation, which is why they put that inquiry in before the individual is performing, because they have to finish that as part of the team element in this competition.
So Alabama completed their vault. They have a very strong 98.9 2-event score at the halfway point in this regional. It looks like Brenna Brooks' score is now changed to a 9.725. It was originally posted as a 9.775. So that would be the lowest score that they would drop, because every other score was between 9.8 and there were 2 9.9s on floor for Washington. So Washington will stay in second place behind Alabama. Michigan State 1/10 of a point behind Washington in third, and BYU trails by another 10th in fourth. Kyla Kessler here from UC Davis on floor.
High double back finish. Floor has been such an exciting event all season long, from the music and choreography, and the gymnasts just having so much fun creating these performances.
Kathy, I think it's great how the teams embrace the individuals. Obviously, the individual athletes in individual events are all around competing without their teams. They rotate around with a qualifying team. And it's really cool to see the camaraderie develop where they embrace and welcome someone who basically is a competitor into their group and help support them as they go through competition without their teammates.
Well, beyond how close-knit all of these teams are, they really are a family. But even beyond that, there is a sisterhood among gymnasts. They probably came up together competing in club and JO and elite. And so they've known each other for years. They know what each other is going through. So there's a tremendous amount of love, respect, admiration, and, of course, support.
All right, that completes the second rotation. Alabama with a solid 98.9 is in the lead. Washington currently in second as they were after the first rotation. And let's go down to their first-year head coach, Jen Llewellyn. Very impressed, Jen, with your team's performance on the first two events, particularly on beam and floor.
Yes, very excited about it. They're just doing what they've done all year, and we're super excited with the start that they've had in the first half. And we're just celebrating the fact that we're here and we're back in regionals as a team, and just continuing the second half and doing what we've been doing all year.
We have seen funky nerves in other regionals. What has been the key for your team to start on beam? And I'm telling you, I did not see 1 ounce of nerves or hesitation from any of them.
Yeah, beam is our strongest event. It has been all year, which is amazing because beam is, as you know, one of the toughest events. And so we've just really made this a focus of postseason as a celebration for everything that they've done all season, and just to enjoy and just focus on us and one skill at a time, one routine at a time. And they did that, and they actually had one of the better beam routines that they've had all season, and they did it in one of the most pressure situations. So really proud of them.
Jen, Alabama has the lead. The next three teams are all separated by just 0.2 of a point.
Wow.
You go to vault next. What are you telling your team before this event?
Our vault has been really strong this year too. We just need to have good entries and find those landings and have minimal deductions there, and just celebrate all of our landings and soak it all in.
Congratulations on a great start so far, and keep up the great work.
Thank you. Go Dogs.
All right, so that's the halfway point in this regional here in Seattle. Alabama has the lead. They will move to a superb event for them. That is the uneven bars when we come back. Michigan State. Welcome back inside the Alaska Airlines Arena here in Seattle, Washington, for our live ESPN Plus coverage of the second round of the 2022 NCAA Gymnastics Championships. Hi, everybody. I'm Bart Connor, along with my fellow Olympic medalist, Kathy Johnson-Clark. And Kathy, there's a lot of pressure at these regionals. Obviously, Alabama has impressed us with their lead so far, and we've seen them do that all year long. The next three teams are just separated by a couple tenths of a point, so there's be a lot of drama as we go into these final rotations.
So Washington needs to take that momentum and go to vault and try to control those landings. Don't give away tenths of a point. Michigan State, well, they head to their two best events. They are top 10 in both beam and floor exercise. So even though they're sitting in third, this is their opportunity to jump ahead.
All right, let's take a look at some highlights from that previous rotation.
As I said, Alabama is off to a flying start, and with a double twisting Yurchenko from Shalyn Olsen with a huge 9.95. Well, that doesn't hurt. And Lexi Graber coming up big again with her 1.5 twist. Really finesse that landing. And Washington, I remain very impressed with their composure, staying focused. They were, again, really, really strong on floor exercise. And Michigan State, really nice form, good level of difficulty here. They did what they needed to do by hitting routines, hitting those handstands, and coming up with this stuck landing. And so far, we are seeing some great competition on balance beam from all of the teams, and BYU delivered a great performance.
So Alabama has led so far the entire competition. They increased their lead after that second rotation, but there were some spectacular scores. Shalon Olson from Alabama had that 9.95. Loomis, a 9.85 career high for Michigan State on bars. Ono, that was a career high for her, that 9.875 that you just saw, and a pair of 9.9s for Washington on floor. So in this rotation, Washington will go to the vault, Alabama will be on the bars, Michigan State will be on the beam, and BYU on the floor. Alabama's event rankings, they were all year long in the top 10 in every event. Currently the 5th ranked team in the country, and you can see in the top 7 on all 4 events. They are just having a terrific year, and so far, as we mentioned earlier, they're competing with Luisa Blanco in only one event, this event coming up with the uneven bars. And she is, of course, the SEC Gymnast of the Year last year, and she is sidelined because of an ankle injury at the SEC Championships. But it does not look like it's affecting these young ladies, Kathy.
No, and that's what Dana Duckworth told us at the very beginning of the season. They have depth. So when they need it, and they've used it throughout the season so that the athletes that need to step into these lineup situations have the experience, have the confidence, and most important, they all have confidence in each other.
What we're seeing here is what they call the one-touch warm-up. Every athlete warms up prior to the competition for nearly 2 hours, and then they have this one touch. When you rotate to that event, you get a chance to touch the event one time, take a turn, make sure you feel comfortable. Takes usually about 4 minutes, and then the competition continues. So we're set for the 3rd of 4 rotations. Alabama in the lead, Washington, Michigan State, and BYU separated by just 0.2 of a point. And at these regionals, Kathy, in every round of the regionals, the key is, of course, it's great to win, but the battle really is for second place, and we'll be focused on that because, as we can see here, Washington, Michigan State, and BYU are all close.
You just read my mind. Keep an eye on Washington's landings on vault.
Kennedy Davis in your upper left for Washington will lead them off on vault. On bars, it's Maddie Wellagora in your upper right for Alabama. In your lower left, on beam.
And those of you watching that top right, I have to say, you were just treated to something special. That dismount, so difficult, double layout with a full twist and a stick. What a start for Alabama on bars.
That was Kennedy Davis for Washington on the vault. Michigan State is on the beam. That's in your lower left corner. And BYU, that's Lindsey Hunter leading off on floor for BYU.
Alyssa Wiedemann for Michigan State on balance beam. They are ranked 10th in the nation on this event. He's going to lay out, step out, just a little soft in the knees throughout that series. I'm loving this music on floor.
On vault for Washington in your upper left corner, that's Brenna Brooks coming after Kennedy Davis led them off at the 9.775.
One and a half twist for Washington, 10-0 start value.
Washington comfortable in their home arena, off to an outstanding start today, and they're continuing that momentum here in the 3rd rotation.
Lily Hudson just hit bar routine for Alabama in your upper right.
Shania Adams will be next to go for Alabama in your upper right. Maddie Wellagora led them off with a 9.95. Alabama, the 3rd ranked team in the country on bars, with a solid lead here so far in this regional and hoping to extend it even more on one of their best events. In the upper left is Lana Navarro getting set to go on vault for Washington after Brenna Brooks scored a 9.85.
And you can see that placard with the numbers right next to the vault runway. That lets the judges know what vault the athlete is performing. A 4.16 is a Yurchenko with a 1.5 twist, 10.0 start value.
Here goes Navarro for vault in the upper left. Shania Adams in the upper right on bars for Alabama.
Nice job, slightly under-rotated on that vault. Watch Shania on bars. She has fantastic technique, great form, legs perfectly straight, arms are straight, so the swing is smooth and effortless. Toe on full, here's the dismount, tuck double back, just a slight scoop back on the landing.
And on beam in your lower left, that's Gianna Khalifi coming after Alyssa Wiedemann led them off with a strong 9.8.
Very solid on that triple series on beam. Nice position in that first leap, showed the full 180. Could have been a little bit higher on the tuck jump full.
Skylar
We'll take gainer full.
On the upper left, Lana Navarro, a 9.875 for Washington on vault. Skylar Kilo-Willem set to go now. Their top all-arounder.
The 4.15 there means a Yurchenko full. 9.95 start value. Oh, really lovely technique. I love the block and the set off of the table before she twists. So many gymnasts twist right off the table, and that was nice.
In the upper right, Cam Machado getting set to go on bars after Shania Adams had a 9.875 for Alabama.
She'll open this bar routine with back-to-back transition flight skills. This Maloney up to the high bar, swings back, right into the pack salto. Just some leg separation on both those skills.
On floor for BYU, Abby Beeston coming after Lindsay Hunter at a 9.775.
Another solid routine for Alabama.
On the beam in your lower left, it's Gabrielle Stephen. And in your upper left, it's Amara Cunningham coming after Skylar Kilo-Willem scored a 9.9 for that solid landing on her vault.
Oh, neat move there on balance beam. I hope you were watching. Front aerial to 2 feet. Everyone else does
Another
that,
stuck vault. Wow, Washington, what a day they're having here at home.
So far, they could not be any better than they've been.
Brilliant.
Boot jump to a split half. A little bit crooked on that second jump. Need to have both legs parallel to the beam. Round of double twist here. Wow, what a landing, like a dart going in the mat.
Final vault are set to go for Washington. Coming after Amara Cunningham, got a 9.925. This will be Geneva Thompson. On the bars is Makari Doggett coming after Cam Machado, scored a 9.9 for Alabama.
Makari swinging big on this event. Ranked 11th in the nation. Dismount, a gorgeous double layout. Fought to get the landing. Same thing on vault. She was up both of those two, the vault and the bars landing. They were slightly forward, slightly under rotated, so they had to hop forward.
You see her limping off there on that landing off a bar. She has stung her ankle earlier this year and was out of competition for a short time. And it looks like Luisa Blanco set to go in that anchor spot. We noted that Luisa sprained her left ankle a couple of weeks ago at the SEC Championships on that balance beam dismount. So the normally superb all-arounder just relegated to one event today for Alabama.
Bart, I watched her warm up and do the dismount and land. So a spectacular recovery thus far to be able to land a bar dismount.
Meanwhile, on beam in the lower left, Michigan State doing an outstanding job. Gabrielle Stephen, their high score so far at 9-9. This is Skyla Schulte.
Like all of her events, Skyla has some really nice technique, a little bit shy of split in that switch half, the second leap. Luisa on bars. As always, so clean, shows great amplitude. Perfect last handstand. Let's see the landing on this full twisting double back here. So clean in the air and fights to hold on. Wow, that's impressive. And look at that beam, what a routine. And to come up with the stick on the double twist, well done.
The fourth solid, spectacular routine for Michigan State on beam. Remember, Michigan State in a heated battle here. They were just 1/10 of a point behind Washington coming into this rotation. Two teams advanced to Saturday's regional final.
BYU so far has a 9.775 and a 9.825. Leah Mitchell mounting the balance beam for Michigan State. Beautiful performer on this event.
And then
has
her teammate Skyla Schulte score, excuse me, Kathy, her teammate Schulte just came in with a 9.925.
Two back handspins to lay out, step out. Look at the lift and amplitude, and unfortunately, a big balance break. When you bend at the hips, that's a more significant deduction.
On bars in the top of your screen is Jolie Miller competing for Southeast Missouri. She's competing as an individual specialist on the uneven bars. Season high for her, a 9.95, is why she qualified through to this regional competition. And the Addie Reeder set to go on floor now for BYU, coming after Sophie Dudley scored in 9.8 for her career high.
Had another slight break on the balance beam routine. It's the first time I've seen even just a little bit of nerves from any beam performer in the middle of her front aerial. Oh, great dismount, nice solid landing.
competed in every lineup on floor 4 BYU this year.
And she
Career high
just
9.875 for her.
She just did that layout step out as a side pass because it's a requirement to do back tumbling as well as front. Most of her tumbling is all front. She's excellent with her front tumbling.
Remember, we said the battle here is not so much for first, it's really who is second coming out of this session, qualifying into Saturday's regional final, and it's extremely close between Washington and Michigan State right now. Important routine here on beam for Michigan State. Bailey Garcia coming after Leah Mitchell, scored only a 9.7. All of their other scores are 9.8 to 9.925. They need a solid routine right here if they're going to try to go ahead of Washington in this rotation.
Needs to be solid on this back handspring. Layout, step out, good fight. Slight foot adjustment and balance.
Garcia would be the 9.95 to tie Washington going into the final rotation. That's how close this is.
Really nice position on that split jump out of the front aerial. Beautiful extension on those leaps, going beyond. When you can go over split, there's no question in the judge's mind that you've hit that requirement. Adds to the artistry of this routine. Well done.
So far, we've seen superb performances from all the teams on beam today. As we go back to floor in your bottom right, this is Sadie Miner Van Tessel. Addie Reeder before her had a 9.85.
Opens with a difficult double layout. Showed excellent control on the landing. Coming back with the double back, this time in pike position. Big lunge backwards. They'll take a slight deduction there.
In your lower left screen, that's Kinsey Davis from Nebraska getting set to go. Kinsey is the daughter of Kevin Davis and Elizabeth Davis. Kevin, of course, a 1988 Olympian for the U.S. Both Elizabeth and Kevin competed at Nebraska, where Kinsey competes now.
Already showing off tremendous flexibility. Beautiful form and lines.
Before her, the score on beam for Michigan State, the anchor performer, Bailey Garcia, got a 9.85. So it will be Alabama leading after this rotation, and Washington with a very slight 1/10 of a point lead over Michigan State going into the final rotation. Remember, the top two, only the top two advanced to Saturday's regional final.
Unfortunately, Kinsey tried to repeat a series that she really needs in this routine. It would have been a triple series, 2 back handsprings to a layout step out. She missed it the first time and then again the second time. That certainly doesn't take away from the artistry she's demonstrating in this routine. As I said, beautiful footwork, nice toe point. Side aerial to tuck full, but they're gonna have to take the deduction. That's why the arms go up, because she doesn't have an acro series. Just unfortunate.
Anchor competitor for BYU, Brittany Bukowskis. Sadie Miner Van Tessel before her at 9.875. So the low score that BYU would like to drop is the 9.775 in the leadoff spot, but the others have been very strong, 9.8 and above.
That is a sky-high front double twist. 1.5. Excellent, absolutely superb technique on her tumbling. She gets so much lift for that amplitude you really love to see on this event. Pass will be a punch Rudy. It's a 1.5 twist. So far, BYU's highest score on floor exercise was 9.875.
So here's the story at this point. Alabama with the lead, 148.45 after 3 of 4 rotations. And you can see there, both Washington and Michigan State separated just by 1/10 of a point. In this final rotation, Washington will go to the bars. Michigan State will be on the floor. Alabama on the beam. And BYU will finish up this regional semifinal on vault. Lauren McPherson competing as an individual. Brittany Vikauskas, the score for BYU, the anchor competitor for BYU, was a 9.875. So solid scores for BYU. They're just slightly out of this battle for that second spot, which it looks like it's going to come down to Washington and Michigan State. But as we have seen many times in regionals, anything can happen, and often does.
Opens with a really pretty pike double back until the landing was off balance and took a step back. Back 1.5 to front layout. Very dynamic part of the floor choreography right there. I love the way the performers interact with their teammates on the side. They get so much energy. Good control of the feet on that landing. Her chest was just a little bit forward.
So that'll be the final competitor in this third of 4 rotation. Lauren McPherson competing for San Jose State as an individual, hoping to qualify to the NCAA championships as an all-arounder. Well, the Big Ten Coach of the Year, of course, is Mike Rowe in his 5th season at Michigan State. They've had a superb season, and they're in a tight battle today. Just 1/10 of a point behind Washington for that second spot into Saturday's championship final here in Seattle. Mike, how are you impressed with your team so far today?
Really impressed with them so far. I think, going into our probably strongest event right now, we're pretty excited with what we can put out on the floor. So confident, the girls are feeling good, what they've done so far. Had a couple little slips-ups here and maybe some missed landings on some dismounts, but we're really happy with where we are right now.
So what are you telling your team? Because I know there's a lot of nerves, a lot of adrenaline, but they get to go to their very best event. What's the key for them to focus on?
Just basically keep it where you always have it. It's like in your zone, in your laser zone. The floor is good. They liked the floor during warm-ups. They felt really good with all their passes, and everything they needed to stay down on. So knowing that, when the adrenaline sometimes kicks in, it gets a little hectic. They get a little more rotation or height or whatever. They got to keep that in check, and they know that.
It's one of your best events. You're ranked 9th in the country, and you told us earlier this week that a lot of that has to do with Alina Cartwright, your former alum at Michigan State, who is a choreographer. I'm looking forward to seeing those routines. I'm sure you are as well.
Oh, definitely, definitely. It's a pleasure to watch these kids, especially, perform, whether it's a story or they're a certain character or anything like that. They have a blast with them, so the performance quality has really risen this year, and they have a lot of fun with it. So the team along the sidelines, too. We try not to distract them too much, but they have a good time with it.
Congratulations on your Big Ten Coach of the Year, and good luck in that final rotation, Mike.
Thank you so much, Bart.
All right, so that wraps up the third of 4 rotations here in Seattle. We have a terrific battle. Alabama solidly in the lead, but the next 2 teams, Washington and Michigan State, separated by just 1/10 of a point. BYU trailing only by 2/10 of a point behind them. Welcome back inside the Alaska Airlines Arena here in Seattle, Washington. I'm Bart Connor along with Kathy Johnson-Clark. We're getting set for the 4th and final rotation here in round 2 of the NCAA Regionals. It's been an exciting day in regional competition all the way across the time zones in this country, and we're going to cap it off with this afternoon's competition with 2 teams from this session qualifying to the final on Saturday here, and then 2 more teams from the evening session, which will also be a thriller. Now, Kathy, how do you handicap what we're going into in this final rotation? Alabama seems completely in control of the lead, and it looks like it's going to come down to Washington and Michigan State for that second spot. They're very, very close.
Alabama is flying high, and they are a very good beam team. So if they are just calm and normal, they should have no problem moving right along. It's that number 2 spot, and the chase is on. Washington needs to just be as clean as they possibly can because Michigan State is on their best event. They are ranked 9th in the nation, so this is an opportunity for them to jump ahead. Washington has to bear down and really be clean.
Michigan State just 1/10 of a point behind Washington coming into this final rotation, and they're on their best event. How about some highlights from that previous rotation, Kathy?
Beautiful work from Maddie Walagora, and her dismount was the treat of the night so far. Look at that. Double layout with a full twist. Extraordinary. And Luisa Blanco, what a tough competitor just less than 2 weeks ago. Sprained her ankle at the SEC Championships, but is contributing here on bars. And look at the toughness, fought to get that landing. And Washington on vault. Skylar Killer-Wilhelm, clean, precise. And look at the distance from Amara Cunningham on this Yurchenko full. And of course the landing, the all-important stuck landing. And another team not just survives beam, but they are thriving over on the balance beam. Every team tough as nails. Michigan State climbing up. BYU had a wonderful rotation on floor exercise showing sky high front tumbling.
So here is the meet summary after 3 of 4 rotations. Alabama has led the whole event, and they've extended their lead in each rotation. A couple highlights from that 3rd rotation, as you noted, that 9.925 from Amara Cunningham for Washington on vault. 9-9 plus scores for Alabama on bars. Michigan State on beam, 9-9-2-5 for Schulte. And Dudley on floor, a career high for her, a 9-8. So here we go to that fourth and final rotation. In this rotation, we have BYU on the vault. Washington will be on the bars. Alabama will be on the beam. Michigan State on the floor as these athletes get their final one-touch warm-ups. And this one will come down to the wire because the two teams that advance will be determined at the end of this rotation. Alabama in control right now, but Washington, Michigan State separated by just 1/10 of a point. As you mentioned, Kathy, Washington going to the floor where they can just let it all hang out and show what they got. Down on the floor for Washington. In the bottom right, Skylar
Killer Wilhelm on bars. Upper right on bars. This whole quad box and 4 events going at the same time. It's a thrill.
Bottom right is Sydney Ewing from Michigan State. Ella Burgess in the bottom left for Alabama. Haley Patu for BYU in the vault. Elise Rollins set to go there.
This balance beam routine for Alabama so crucial. And Ella Burgess is just money so often in this leadoff spot. Nice stuck landing on both uneven bars and vault. Final pass. Oh no. That's too bad. That was going to be a big pass. For Michigan State, it should have been a back 1.5 to a front full. And she mistimed the punch in between those two skills. So disappointment on your bottom right and just excitement from Alabama because they've just started off with a strong balance beam routine.
Not what Michigan State wanted in that first performance. Remember, they trailed just by 1/10 behind Washington.
So that's going to be a reset for Michigan State. In all likelihood, that will be the score they hope to drop. They need 5 really strong performances, their best. BYU on vault. That's a full twist arm, tuck back off.
Haley Patu before her had a 9-8.
So here's where she had trouble. This is a back 1.5. Now watch how she just mistimes that punch. You need to get the full bounce off the floor to execute the skills she would have normally done there.
Remember, 6 athletes compete. You count just the best 5 towards that team total. So if you have a hiccup, you can bury that score. Sydney Ewing only a 9.625. Not what Michigan State wanted in their leadoff competitor. Shalyn Olson in the bottom left for Alabama on the beam, coming after Ella Burgess, led them off with a spectacular 9-9.
Nice work over on the uneven bars, beautiful handstand positions, nice form, little deep in the squat there, but held on to a stuck landing.
It's Taylor Russin coming after Skylar Kilo-Willen, scored a 9-9 in their leadoff spot. So Washington getting what they need over there on bars in this 4th and final rotation.
Solid on balance beam for Shalyn Olson. This pass on floor is big, front through to a double back. Nia Smith for Michigan State. Watch your left corner of your screen. Shalyn Olson with a front walkover, leading up to her dismount. It's a very difficult combination. The There'll be 2 back handsprings to a pike double back. The most difficult in college gymnastics, and she nails the landing. Wow.
In your upper left, that's Lexi Griffith getting set to go for BYU on vault. Washington doing a spectacular job on bars with the first 2 scores, 9 nines.
Double back, good control. Vault, nice job on that Yurchenko half. That's what Michigan State needed with that next floor routine. Washington definitely putting on the pressure, hitting those first 2 routines from 9-9 on bars.
Anna Brooks for Washington in the upper right.
Lexi Graber on balance beam for Alabama. Little leg separation there on bars. Nice combination. Another slight leg separation. Beautiful work getting to that handstand. A little bit late on that full pirouette and a hop back, but a hip routine again for Washington.
3
Watch
solid
this back
bar
handspring.
routines.
Back pike for Lexi Graber on balance beam.
Important routine on the floor for Michigan State in your lower right. Nia Smith got a 9.875 after the leadoff score of 9.625. So Leah Mitchell set to go now. They need some hit routines here because Washington is pouring it on bars.
And this is a fun routine. It's great music, expressive choreography. We talked about the choreographer, Alina Cartwright. She has done a tremendous job creating these performances, these routines. The theme behind this is nightlife in Rio. Beautiful combination for Lexi Graber there on balance beam. Right into the dismount. Another solid performance for Bama.
What a day Alabama's having. Shalyn Olsen had a 9.95 again. Coming after Ella Burgess led them off with a 9.9. So Alabama not looking back here in this regional semifinal. Anissa Alvarado, the final vaulter for BYU after Sadie Minor Van Tessel slipped on her landing, only a 9.275 for her.
A little bit forward on that landing on vault. Here's a final pass for Leah Mitchell on floor. It's a double pike.
Oh,
And a stuck landing. Well done. Michigan State is really doing a phenomenal job coming back from the missed first routine.
Geneva Thompson on
line.
bars.
On bars.
Anna Brooks had a 9.8.
It's that final handstand to prepare for the dismount. Double layout, lovely in the air. Nice layout shape, just that hop back.
So 4 solid hit routines on bars for Washington.
Shania Adams here on balance beam for Alabama. Shows off beautiful flexibility and difficulty in the dance elements. This is a double wolf turn.
Down in your bottom right, Delaney Harkness coming after Leah Mitchell scored the second straight 9.875 for Michigan State on floor.
Full twisting double back. Cartwright said, there's no theme or character of this routine. It's just all sass to the vibe of the music. Shania finishing strong for Alabama on beam. You can see how deliberate all of the gymnasts are here, really paying attention to not give away a 1/10 of a point with a foot vault or a slightly bent leg. Final pass front, through to a double back, good control. Great response so far from Michigan State.
And Washington still doing well on bars. Geneva Thompson score is in a 9.85, so all scores between 9.8 and 2.99s. Lauren Thomas now the 5th of 6 competitors.
So far, Washington has the edge. They are scoring slightly higher. Ooh, big leg separation on that Pax Salto. Judges sit right on the side. Sometimes they can't see, but my guess is they could see that separation. Little bent knees on the bottom of her swing into the dismount and a step on the landing. That won't be as large a score as the previous routines. Handspring, layout step up for beam. This is Maddie Balagora. Just a leg up balance check. It'll be a 1/10 of a point. Split jump to tuck full. All the gymnasts are required to do a series of dance elements.
On the bottom right, it's Skyla Schulte coming after Delaney Harkness had a 9.9. So after that one weaker score at the start of the rotation, Michigan State pouring it on floor.
Good finish for Maddie Balagora, and watch this floor routine. It is so much fun. She can perform and tumble. That was a full twisting double back. The theme is a dramatic drag queen photo shoot. Nice amplitude and shapes of those leaps and jumps.
Bars, Morgan Bowles, anchor performer for Washington here.
Front through to double back, superb routine.
Oh yeah.
I'm a fan.
That's great.
I am a fan. That was fun to watch, well performed, just what her team needed, and a good strong finish from Washington there on the uneven bars.
Lauren Thomas, before Bowles went, scored only a 9.75. So all the scores prior to that were 9.8 and above. We'll know what Washington gets at the end because their bar rotation is now complete. So we'll know exactly what Michigan State will need if they hope to advance and surge ahead of Washington in this 4th and final rotation. They've been in 3rd place all day. Can they use these outstanding floor routines and move up into the top 2 to advance to Saturday's regional final?
Lily Hudson for Alabama on beam, showing off really straight legs, nice beam posture, really pretty toe point. Little balance break there. Just the dismount, round up 1.5 twist. Held on almost to that stick.
What an outstanding competition for the Crimson Tide, start to finish today. As we look to the final floor.
On floor for Michigan State, Ashley Hoflick. And this is one big Vegas party.
Skylar Schulte scores in. It's a 9.95 career high. If Ashley Hoflick can score 9.825 or better on this floor routine, in your bottom right, Michigan State will surge again ahead of Washington in this fourth and final rotation to qualify to Saturday's final here. As a point of reference, she scored 9.9 the conference championships for Michigan State. Ashley Hoflick.
Tucked over back and a perfect landing. She did not want those judges to pick up their pencil there.
Once again, 9.825 or better for Ashley Hoflick, and Michigan State has been in third place all day long, would surge into second place in this final rotation and an advance to Saturday's final.
Anna Kozisko on balance beam, competing as an individual. Well, this response looks like they know something.
9.95 the score for Ashley Hoflick. So Michigan State surges ahead over Washington in that fourth and final rotation on the best event for this team. They're ranked 9th in the country on floor. They deliver in the final rotation to advance to Saturday's regional final.
Wow, what a season they have had. I've been so excited to actually get to see them compete in person. This is wonderful.
They have 5 seniors, 4 seniors and 1 graduate student, and 5 freshmen. Mike Rowe was telling us earlier this week that the senior class had already planned on making it to nationals, but when he added those 5 spectacular freshmen this year, they have what it takes and will be moving on to compete for a spot in the national championship. Currently, they're ranked 12th as a team. They were 13-4 this year. In Mike Rowe's just his 5th season. So here is the bracket. As we indicated in the first round, Stanford and San Jose went head-to-head to earn the right to compete in the competition. Tonight it'll be Utah, Oregon State, Illinois, and Stanford. This round of Alabama, Michigan State, BYU, and Washington, it's Alabama and Michigan State who advance. Washington had been in second place all day long, but Michigan State was close behind. But in that final rotation, Washington on the uneven bars couldn't hold off a surging Michigan State on the floor. Some outstanding, exciting floor routines in that final rotation. All right, one of the stars of competition today, Skylar Schulte, is with us from Skylar Schulte from Michigan State. Skylar, congratulations on an outstanding. You're fun to watch, I have to say. And tell us what this year has meant to you. We see this momentum building meet after meet, and here you are now leading your team into the regional final on Saturday. What does it mean to you?
It means everything. This team never fails to amaze me, and I'm so happy to be a part of my dream school.
It came down to the last event, and you are superb on all four. You're a great all-around gymnast, but tell us about that floor routine. It is so much fun. I'm a fan.
Thank you.
And what it meant at the end of this meet, that's how Michigan State surged into second place.
I think we just have to trust our training, and, we were behind, but we always know how to bring it back together and pull through.
How do you, though, so you use that, there was pressure, obviously there was pressure, but there is so much fun in your floor routine. The performance level goes up to here. Is that in your training, or does it come natural?
I'd say both. I think I train like that, so then I compete that way, so I feel like it's a little bit of both.
Well, we enjoyed it.
Thank you.
We enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday in the regional final. Congratulations on joining Alabama to advance to the next round of competition here in Seattle. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Skyla had a terrific day. We'll start with her performance on beam, Kathy.
And as I said, she is superb on all four events. Look at the flexibility there. She has such a nice combination between those artistic elements of gymnastics and, of course, the acrobatic elements. Big tumbling, full twisting, double back. Finished. Watch the landing. When you're fighting for every 10th of a point for your team, those little things matter.
And Alabama led from start to finish. Their final score, 197.9. On par for this outstanding team this year, Kathy.
It's been wonderful to watch this team build to this postseason. They were as steady as could be with high-flying gymnastics, showed off so much confidence, difficulty like that double twisting vault, comes up with a stuck landing, and just a treat on the uneven bars. I jump out of my seat every time for this dismount. It's so well done, so difficult. So Alabama has so much to be pleased about. Shalyn Olson finished beam strong with a pike double back. So we got to see a lot of great, difficult gymnastics under a lot of pressure, and did it superbly.
All right, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. We'll be on later tonight, obviously, from session 2 at this regional here in Seattle. And then we'll go Saturday afternoon for the final. The top 4 teams from these 8 teams competing today will advance to that session. We, of course, already know that Alabama and Michigan State have advanced. And so, Kathy, we can look ahead to tonight, and obviously we have some more spectacular teams. I'm particularly interested in seeing Utah and Oregon State. Those are the leaders in the evening session. Aren't you excited about seeing them?
Absolutely. Utah has had a sensational season. Oregon State, of course, has Olympic champion Jade Carey, so a lot to look forward to.
All right, join us at 10 o'clock Eastern on ESPN Plus for session 2 of this regional from Seattle. I'm Buck Connor saying so long, along with Kathy Johnson-Clark and our entire crew. See you later tonight.